would describe life at PRBI as community for sure.
Life at PRBI is really interesting. Like, you get a lot of different dynamics happening. Like, you have obviously the education and then the classroom, but then there's also the whole dorm life and dining hall life and stuff like that. And that's where really you get to connect with a lot of girls, specifically for me, in a totally different way than you would in a classroom.
PRBI is sort of, to me, it's like a greenhouse, because you get an environment where you're being so saturated with the application of God's Word that you can't get away from it.
I never really understood what it was to live in community and to have a family of God around you, but coming to PRBI, that's what I've definitely experienced.
La, da, 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 da.
I've learned that God is patient and long-suffering with us, as well that He's willing to dig into your life.
A thing that I've been learning that's just been life-changing is how loving and accepting God is of me, and how much He just wants to be with me, and that He delights in me, that when He looks at me, He sees His Son.
He's up there to show you love, to show you discipline, and to set you free.
He has lavished so much grace upon us, and it blows my mind every time I think about it, just the love that He has for us and how we all fell short of the glory of God, yet He has given us grace and He has loved us all.
What you have to give is all she needs to live. This is worth fighting for. This is worth fighting.
PRBI has helped me understand who I am, and I say that in light of God.
I guess before coming to PRBI, like fresh Christian, just converted my life to Christ, and then sort of being thrown in that Christian environment, you're sort of forced to change almost, and I see that as a very positive thing. I guess I've been humbled over and over again. Well, I came to school as a confident freshman with thinking I knew a lot, you know, knowing I still had to learn a lot, but I've just been, humbled in light of what God has done in my life.
The Goliath of a dream. Look into His eyes, you'll find suffering, and the only hope He has.
The staff and students here have really built into me by coming alongside during my darker times and giving me an ear to talk to. They were there to pray with me, to challenge me, to disciple me.
In my first year, I had a terrific discipler. I'd never been in a relationship like that, intentionally spending time together and growing together and learning about God, learning about myself. And then the next year I had an opportunity to do that with another student. That was great for me, learning what it is to be on the other side of the coin. They
took a keen interest in my life and in my struggles. They didn't just leave me to stew on my own, but they actually put their hand on my shoulder and pulled me aside. They took time out of their schedules to meet with me.
Question of why you should consider Bible school or come is you have to just experience it and see for yourself and be willing to see what God can do through it.
Why not check out Bible college? There's lots of different opportunities to use the gifts that God has given you. Maybe you're into music, maybe you are a gifted speaker and could be a preacher one day. Maybe you love working with kids. Maybe your gifting involves working with youth.
I believe Bible college is so important for your spiritual life and just life in general. Investing into your life is the most important thing you can do, and I believe the most honoring and glorifying thing you can do to God. So I believe Bible college really encourages and forces you to do that.
It will definitely shape the way that you live your life for the rest of it.
People say to go into the trades or to go to university and go get a real job instead of going to Bible college. What are you going to learn there? But life is really short and eternity is really long. So invest in eternity, because that's what's there, but that's what's going to last.
So now we invite you to come on the journey of knowing Jesus Christ, affecting one life at a time.